Hey everybody, what's going on? You're tuning into the Edge, the voice of independent artist, your boy Christian Page. But tonight we're going to talk about something a little different. And I don't do a lot of these videos because I don't have a lot of time to be talking about stuff that I already talked about 103 million times. And the reason I say that is because um, this is something that's really touchy, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate mail for this, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Oprah Winfrey has a brand new network called the OWN Network, and she has a lot of great shows. If you haven't tuned in, watch the Oprah Winfrey Network. It's really good. I didn't think it was going to be so good, but it's really good. She has a show called Our America with Lisa Ling, and last night they had a show called Pray for Gay, or Pray the Gay Away, or whatever it was. But it was about people that are gay, and they wanted to establish a relationship with Christ. Now, with that being said, we're going to talk about some things. I myself have a great relationship with Christ. I am an openly gay black male that is doing things with my life. I have a great career ahead of me. I have a recording contract. I've been doing some modeling. I do some hosting, some emceeing, some modeling. You name it, I do it, and I enjoy it. I'm mainly an activist, though. I'm a really big advocate and gay activist. And an HIV supporter and survivor. So I do a lot of those things in the net in the community. One of the things that I'm really strong on is that being gay, and I say this strongly, being gay is something that you are born. It's not something that anybody would choose. If I had chosen to be gay, if I had chosen to be straight, then that would be great. Um, but I was not born straight. I was born gay. And I say it because as far as I can remember and as far as I can remember, I have always been attracted to boys. I've never really been attracted to any kind of girl. However, I did try to date girls, but ultimately, I still wound up being with a boy. So my family assumed that this was some form of me. This is the phase. The devil is getting in. This is what Pray for Gay was about on Oprah last night. The devil was in me. He was trying to get me. He was trying to personify himself to me. This is a demon. This is a disease, they say. Gay is a disease. Well, I have come to the realization that around 16 years old that this is no longer a disease. This is no longer a phase. This is who I am. I like boys. So I came out of the closet. And I've been out of the closet ever since. Unfortunately, I went back in for a little bit because my family had a little hard time doing it. They cried, they prayed, and all stuff. So it did. But ultimately, I became who I was, and I'm happy. Now, with Pray for Gay on the Oprah Winfrey Network, they talked to a couple people, and all these people, they just seemingly, I gotta sneeze. Bless me. These people seemingly just wanted to be straight. For all the um, for all these reasons I couldn't really think of. They wanted to be married. They wanted to have kids. They wanted to have a happy, normal life. Well, you don't have to be straight to have any of those things. You can still be a gay male, whether you be white, black, Asian, or whoever, um, and have a happy, normal life. You can still have kids. You can still have a great career. You can still live life happily, and you can still ultimately have a relationship with Christ. Ultimately, people say that the Bible says man should not lay with mankind as with womankind is an abomination. Well, that's the only scripture everybody can quote to me most of the time. Then they'll pull up another scripture and everything, but people forget to realize that in the same book it says you shouldn't eat fish and you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that, but we still do it. Women still do the things that the Bible says they shouldn't do. You shouldn't wear pants. You should always keep your hair covered. You shouldn't wear makeup, but you still do it. So what's the point? One sin isn't greater than the other, but people seem to focus a lot more on homosexuality. Well, I'm here to say this. Homosexuality is a birthing thing. It's genetic. People are born gay. I don't know anybody, and if you actually chose to be gay, please leave a comment and say something so therefore I can respond to that. If you actually chose to be gay, and at some point in time in your life you went to jail and something traumatic happened that made you gay, then that's what made you gay. But unfortunately, most of I know, they suppressed their gay thing because they wanted to make sure they had this perfect, all-American life. And then one day, you know what? I'm tired of living this life. I'm going to be gay. That's what happened. That's the truth of the fact, y'all. People generally don't want to be gay, but you're born gay. And you have to deal with the things that happen. Now, this show basically focused on people that want to be straight but live these Christian lives, but they still have these gay tendencies. Let me say this. Oh, and they've been dealing with these issues for 4 years, 6 years, 10 years, 6 months. God doesn't work overnight. I understand that. But at the same time, if you have these millions and thousands of people that are doing the same thing that you're doing, they're trying to build these lives, they're trying to make sure they're not gay, they're trying to be all these great things that people in the church say they should be, but it's not happening. Is there something wrong there? The answer to me is yes. You know why? Because God made the person the way they are, and He doesn't want them to change. Laying them out on the altar, sprinkling them with the holy water. That video that came out too long ago, or a couple years back, with that boy being, on the altar and the people praying all over there. Now he's no longer gay, but then he wound up turning around being gay again. You know why? Because ultimately, that's who he was. There was nothing wrong with him in the first place. I have had plenty of preachers, plenty of pastors, plenty of evangelists, plenty of people prophesy, pray, pick, prod, poke, burn, boil, fire, whatever you want to call it, all to my body to get the demon out of me. Yet and still, I wound up being gay. People say, well, I want to get married. Yet and still, I'm getting married in a couple of months. I mean, you do not have to be what people say that you need to be to have a relationship with Christ. Ultimately, it's between you and the Lord what you do. You have to be happy with you. And if you're not happy with you, then guess what? There will never be anything that you can do. I have come to terms and realize that I'm a great, strong, powerful black male. You cannot stop what I'm doing because I'm gay. You cannot make me believe that God don't love me because I'm gay. You can't make me think that I will go to hell because I'm gay. I understand it. So if it says that in the Bible, then fine, so be it. Obviously, I'm just going to want to be in there because ultimately, I'm going to live this life the way I want to live it, and I'm going to be happy doing it. If you think that you're gay and you think that you can't live a Christian life or have a relationship with the Lord, I want you to please, please look up a church in your area that is affirming, love affirming church that accepts everybody for who they are, and you will realize that there are preachers that are gay running a church and they love the Lord. You do not have to go to a church where someone will condemn you to hell and make you feel bad for who you are. Because ultimately, it's between you and the Lord on what happens at the end of the day. When judgment comes, they don't have to answer for you. Only you answer for you. And I really believe 110% in my heart that God is going to let me into the gates of heaven because I love Him and I have a relationship with Him. I've confessed Him and I've thanked Him. I pray to Him. I praise Him and all that. He's great at everything that I have ever wanted in life. He's given me my relationship with my husband. I'm so happy to be solidifying that in a couple of weeks, March 29th. But I will actually have a wedding ceremony in April, Easter Sunday, as a resurrection of my new life with this man that I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. And I think that the Lord is going to shine down on that blessing and give me everything that I want in this relationship in my marriage. I'm not straight to do it. We're looking at adopting kids hopefully in the future. We're going to have a house. We have cars. We have careers. There's nothing that says I can't have these things and be gay. I don't understand what this whole thing is. I'm not going to have anything because I'm gay. Or I'm not going to have this relationship with Christ because I'm gay. You can do it all. And you don't have to let someone tell you that you can't. I don't understand it to save my life. I think that, and I watched these people that had on the show, and everybody was saying, I haven't had sex in 4 years, but I'm still gay. And I'm still dealing with it. 4 years, and you're still dealing with the fact that you're trying not to be gay? You haven't had sex with a man nor a woman. And then, ironically, so one of the guys' name was Christian, and he couldn't, he was still flamboyant. He wanted to go ahead and have drinks. And mind you, let me say this, it was really contradictory. You say that you want to have a drink, but you can't be gay. But you can drink, but you can't be gay. What? I don't understand the contradiction in that. And this Exodus group, I just thought it was really crazy. You know, we're gonna change you. We're gonna make you better. I mean, they had one guy saying, "Well, I'm learning how to be masculine." Masculinity is not something you learn. It's something that you're built with if you're a man. If you're a woman, maybe it's a learned thing. But if you're a man, you're already masculine. Some men are more feminine than others, true. But 9 out of 10, there's still a masculinity thread in their bones. So I don't understand this to save my life. I really don't. However, once again, I reiterate, there is nothing wrong with any of my gay brothers and sisters out there. Please be proud of who you are. Please do not let anybody tell you that you're not a child of God, because you are. Obviously, He made you, so therefore He knows you and He loves you. If for any reason you feel like there is something wrong with you, please, 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 before you do anything to make yourself feel like there's something wrong, then hit me up and we'll talk, okay? How about that? Hit me up in my inbox right here on YouTube and we'll talk, because I just can't see this being, there's nothing wrong with it. Look at my life, look at all the things that I'm doing. You can live a perfectly happy life the way you are. You can. With that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. If anybody would like to find me, you can look me up on Facebook. Type in Christian A Page. That's Christian A Page. Page. And for more information and the RuPaul's Drag Race review, y'all stay tuned for that. It'll be coming out on Monday. I know it's late, y'all. I know it's late. But without a computer, I can't do anything. So I know I'm going to get a lot of hate mail and a lot of hits about God doesn't make people gay and stuff. But oh well, I'm happy. Much love to all of my gay brothers and sisters and everybody out there, all my supporters, my fans, and my friends, and my family. I love you all. I'm out.